We're back on the Mana Symbol channel playing a little bit of Oswald Fiddlebender. So Oswald Fiddlebender has been hitting it big finally off of the work of Aspiring Spike. So this is 1 and a white for a 2/2 with Magical Tinkering. White, tap, sacrifice an artifact, search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrifice artifact's mana value. Put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. So activated as a sorcery. So this is basically like Artifact Pod. The number one card that's great with it is Lightning Greaves, because this allows it to have haste and shroud. So you just have this pod sitting there as soon as you set that up. And Stoneforge Mystic can find the Lightning Greaves. So that seems like a match made in heaven. This version of the deck is playing sort of the Meek, Thopter Foundry, and Urza. This was from ContraEgo. This one also has Emry, which I'm not usually a big fan of, but if we already have Lightning Greaves in the deck, Emry gets a lot better. And then we've got like a crazy number of like silver bullets, cards to grind with, Urza Saga, only 2 Urzas because they're pretty clunky. You've got a Scrap Trawler in here. I think this is just for like ridiculous value loops. So you can do things like have a Thopter Foundry out and grab a Scrap Trawler, and then you can sacrifice one of your 2-drops to put a 1-drop in your hand, sacrifice one of your 1-drops to put a 0-drop in your hand, sacrifice one of your 0-drops, and then sort of loop around and around and around and around for generally high value, even if you don't have a Sword of the Meek. So that's kind of neat. It lets you like pick up artifacts repeatedly, kind of like an Emry, but it's tutorable. So that's going to be an interesting card to look for. Yeah, I don't know if there's too much else to say about this main deck other than I'm really excited to try it out. We've got 4 Razortide Bridge, which is going to be fine. But I think having the higher artifact density is nice. So a lot of the time we're going to be looking to assemble the infinite combo to win. But we do have a bunch of silver bullets. Damping Sphere is really interesting. You can grab it at instant speed with Oswald in response to your opponent playing a Cascade spell with their Cascade trigger on the stack. And then they flip into their Cascade spell, and then if they don't have mana, they can't play it. So that's good main deck hate there. We've got a main deck Soul Guide Lantern and a main deck Aether Spellbomb. So those are sort of like the big silver bullets. Oswald, by the way, is very strict. It's not equal to or less. Equal to 1 plus the sacrifice artifact's mana value or less. It has to be exactly the size. So if you're sacking a 0, you have to get a 1. If you're sacking a 1, you have to get a 2. So yes, it only works as sorcery. I did mention it offhand, Freak, but you're good to mention it again. So you can't respond with it. Oh, right. Of course you can't. I'm being a goon. You can do that with Whir, but you can't do that with Oswald. Good catch. Thank you. But the main deck Damping Sphere is good against big mana strategies at minimum. And Cascade. Not great against Cascade, but it's fine. If it buys you a turn, which is often what you need it to do, then it can buy you a turn, which is what you need it to do. Am I crazy for hating Saga in Thopter Sword decks? Not at all. It certainly seems it's not necessary, but it shores up your non-combo lines. And generally speaking, it doesn't seem to be detrimental overall to the quality of the deck. Now, ContraEgo has done some experiments with like going back and not playing Saga. But if you see his most competitive results, they're always Saga. So, Saga's here to stay, in my opinion. And I love the card. I love Urza Saga. This hand has a lot of velocity. Like, we're going to get everything into play on turn, like, 2. No companion. I'm going to keep this, but, like, I can see this being a brutal punish. We've got good mana. We've got Oswald. Living End? Living End. Oh, I always forget about this crap. Well, now we're in huge trouble. Yeah, exactly, Freak. The thing about Saga, too, is it's like a headache for control, whereas otherwise Urza has an okay control matchup, but you don't have a great aggro matchup overall. Like, I mean, it's fine, Again, Urza is one of those decks that's like, it's kind of fine against everything, but then it can be disastrously poor. Is there a blind needle name? Yeah, I think it's the Whale or Striped Riverwinder. Or Street Wraith. Those are all fine choices, right? They take the Mox Amber. Okay. Is Wraith in response? Yeah. I think I do Striped Riverwinder. What's the red for in the main? Oh, it's just EE. Yeah, I don't need that in this matchup. Yeah, I think Striped. Yeah, they can't respond Wraith in response to you naming, so they'd have to cycle when you play the needle, assuming that they knew. Of course, Scalding Tarn would have been obviously a great hit, but we'd have to just like YOLO Scalding Tarn or Brazen Bar? No, this is the Whale. Yep. I mean, there's nothing for it, right? Like, we just play Oswald. I should have done that on their upkeep, because they're going to get a grief back. But if they have living in here, there's just no way our hand was going to beat that. Not a chance. So, yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to be short the Cascade spell. Oh. They are? Okay. Yep. Okay. Huh. Well, if I had a main deck Lightning Greaves not Lightning Greaves, Ensnaring Bridge, that would be something. That said, oh, we lose the Oswald to the grief if they living end. Yeah, of course we do. I mean, they didn't have the Cascader this turn, right? So, what if we do that? I think this makes sense. Yeah, okay. Just screwed. So we need that, this, these, those. Okay. Yeah, this deck does look very cool. I don't think I need Shadowspear. I don't think I need Nettlecyst. Don't need Engineered Explosives. probably don't need the chromatic. Oh, the portable holes are bad. We'll probably keep some of this. Aether Spellbomb is better than a hole, so is Shadowspear. Okay. Nettlecyst is fine. I think the things in the main deck are better. It's probably better than Scrap Trawler, right? Yeah, most likely. Alright, well, we know what we're up against, so... Yeah, it's not going to do it. Ah! Nope. Yep. So we play Thopter Foundry on 2 or Emry on 2. Okay. Works. Hey, Janice. Mm-hmm. I feel like they're more likely to have Foundation Breaker than like a Dead Gone. They have Brazen Borrower. It's basically the same either way, so I think I'll play Emry. Emry could also start generating value next turn. This is the reason I'm not playing Saga this turn, is I really don't want to get Stone Rained. We hit Sword of the Meek. Oh, we hit Sword of the Meek? That's fun. And Flusterstorm, unfortunately. It's a bad Emry, but I'll take it. And they could have had Mystical Dispute there too, which is another reason that we don't want to play the Thopter Foundry here. If one of those is going to get disputed, it's our preference to be the Foundry. Draw step, stop. Okay. No. Okay. So if they petty theft, am I going to sack the Foundry in response? No. If they untap and play Foundation Breaker rather than Cascading, I'm not going to do anything about that either. So just play this. Value Thopters versus Living End. I mean, yeah. Their Living End isn't big enough to beat it yet. Is this a free attack? I feel like it is. Well, especially if they spend all their mana first. I think it's about to be. Waker. Yeah, well, it sure is. I know the Thopters will all die to Living End, but like we just make more afterwards. So it's like... And obviously I have to keep up with the fact that they have 3 giant beaters, but like I have a Spellbomb to bounce one. I don't know. It doesn't feel like we're in too bad of a spot. On the first attack cycle, we make 3 Thopters. Yeah, of course. You would have strip mined yourself? Why isn't the Indomitable Creativity deck called M&M? It's got Emrakul and Emissary and Mama Spaghetti. Holy sh... They held priority. Okay, come on. That's not necessary, opponent. Good lord. This deck is way, way too good sometimes. Yeah. I loathe Blue Living End. Why do you have all these stops on my turn? It's not necessary. I'm dead. I'm already dead. Yeah, whatever. I'm off it. Don't care. Alright, moving on. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Alright, keep. Yeah, I think so, Basic Swamp. I guess I could have cycled the Bauble. This is a Crumbling Vestige. Is it a really old Titan list? Yup. I say really old. This is what is old is new again. Okay, Portable Hole in the Graveyard's nice, so at least we can remove the Amulet. And they're drawing a Titan, which we knew, because they're Amulet Titan. That which has no life cannot die. Is it through strange Aeons? Even death may die? I think that's the quote. Something like that. Okay. I think we're getting modern this league. In fact, all today I feel like we're getting modern. We played against double green Tron last league. We managed a 3-2. But if they go Dryad into Titan here, I'm going to be... Well, they didn't bounce the Growth Chamber. So that's some small hope. And they're going to play Azusa, right? Azusa. Where's Freak? Is Freak still here? Oh, no. Yep. Is that the anime version of Azusa? Azusa? Oh, they have the Titan. We're just dead. I already saw it. Alright. Killed on turn 2. Love to see it. Fateful Absence, I guess? Yeah.
Make way for Willie! I said make way for Willie, you bloated gas bug!
Yes, but even when Titan sucked, it never stopped being good at combo killing you. Do I need a second Pithing Needle? Probably. Don't need Chromatic Star. Spellbomb's fine-ish. Damping Sphere is fine. Greaves is probably unnecessary. Giving haste to Oswald seems good, and or Emry, but also unnecessary. Yeah. It's like when Greentron is poorly positioned in the meta, it's still a good deck. Am I boarding in too much? Probably. Scrap Trawler is probably not that good. Probably shave down on combo. So I think being disruptive and then eventually tutoring the combo is how we're going to go here. Yeah, because Thopter plus Sword is not good enough. We're only playing 2 Urzas. I think this makes sense. Should probably have Wear Tear as well. Shave down on Mox Ambers. It's a lot of sideboard. But I kind of like that. I don't know. Respect the fact that I'm on less mana sources than usual. Well, I have Thopter Sword combo here. So, a portable hole into Emry on 2. Hello there, Zeriok. Sheriok. Of course, I hate this stupid monkey being back. Every time they play this instead of Amulet, it's like... like, there's no point in removing this thing. So I could play EE on 0. I think I'm supposed to play Emry this turn. It is a sloth. It's a sloth. Risk it for the biscuit, anyone? No. Flipped over Bauble, Hole, Bridge, and Land. Alright, pretty good flip. It's not even that much better, Zerok. I mean, I guess it set me up for Damping Sphere better. Foundry for the ultimate blowout. Huh? How does that get me blown out worse? I'm not tracking. Can't do anything with that. Yeah, maybe I should have played Oswald, because then I could play Portable Hole into Damping Sphere this turn. Yeah. If you played Foundry, then they... Oh, Force. Okay. I didn't see that you said Force of Vigor. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, I mean... It's the best play in my hand. No, we don't need to upkeep this. They're drawing. Cavern of Souls. Okay, good. Even if I had a counter, it wouldn't matter. Not that I do, but I don't. Are we just getting wrecked again here? Did they just have another one of those like great Titan hands, except it's like a turn 3, but even more consistent? Yeah. If this is a Titan, I'm just done. Come on. Yep, cold. Wow, this has been awful. This This has been one of the worst Modern Leagues in a long time. Just because we played against two hyper-linear decks, and I feel like I wasn't able to set up anything in front of them. I think that game I was supposed to just like put the Oswald out and put myself at risk of getting blown out to get the Damping Sphere. That was the only way to win. Yeah, but if, like, I don't know, like, those are staples of the format, right? And, like, that didn't feel bad, Freak. That was god-awful. I didn't feel like I had a single shot, and this is not a keep. I guess this one is? Mox Amber's good if we draw any of our legends. Aether Spellbomb's not good in a lot of matchups. Bauble's a better redraw. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We found Oops all spells? Well, I guess I have Soul Guide in game 1. Maybe they'll be on a version that can't kill me through the Soul Guide Lantern this time. Last time I played against Oops, they were on a version that beat me through the Soul Guide Lantern. I think I have to play this turn. Yeah, I think so. I mean, no, I don't. So I could have used the draw selection there. Oh well. Well, let's just do it now that I've put myself in this spot. It's not necessarily oops, but I think that it will be. Yeah, this gotta be, right? Did someone do a deck tech on, like, this Oops Belcher hybrid deck or something? Because this is the second time in one day we've played against it. Cool. This is Pentad Prism. Yep. Nice, nice. That's not as nice. I can have a hasted Emry, which is pretty cool. But I have to eat their Pentad Prism. Like, I just have to, right? This buys me the turn to play the Emry next turn anyway. This takes them off of being able to just, like, cast Vengevine at me. Because that is definitely something we died to last time. Okay. So we go Mox, Emry, Greaves, Bauble. I don't think they play any discard spells, but... And actually, if they're playing any discard spells that aren't, like, coercion, like they don't get to look at your hand, then it would have been better to draw before their turn. Could you have played Mox Emry Whole Sphere the turn before? So the reason I didn't was because Portal Hole cost white mana and I couldn't do that. And I needed to play I felt that I needed to play the Portable Hole. There's a lot of static on the channel sound. Gotta be on your end. Check the plugs. I mean... apparently that was happening before. It's kind of been off and on, I think. Like, it's not when I record, or it hasn't been there when I've been recording. So, but I could see that it's happening. So I'm not What if I take off... No, that didn't help. I don't... it's been around, Shauna. I'm not sure what to do about it right now. Land, please? Neither of those were lands. What is this getting me? I guess I can get another Mox here. Yeah, I don't have anything on 1 mana that makes mana for me. Can also Needle the Undercity Informer. But Mox makes sense, right? So I go float, float. The thing, this is it's a USB mic, Shauna. So like where the sound's going in is digital, not analog. So I don't know if it's not just loose, right? Like, and I don't. So grab a Bauble. So Emry's a mana rock. Tap. 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 Scrap Trawler. Quit. Oh, this is Shroud. Hold on. I need to move this over here. I'm just having fun, opponent. I swear. There we go. Damn you, Lightning Greaves. Alright. Pretty good turn, though. 9U. Smash! Alright. So they have a Memories Journey, and they have an Oracle. God damn it. But 12... Why this time are we playing against the version that can play through the Soul Guide Lantern? Brutal. You respond to the journey. The problem is I'm about to take 12, 16, right? Oh, but they're going to deck. So I can do that. Yeah, you're right, Cave Dan. Huh, weird. They're missing the Nexus? Yeah, they're supposed to have a Nexus, right? They're supposed to have one card in their library right now. No, I understand, Shauna. I'm just saying, like, their deck is screwed up. Or the Nexus is in their hand. They need to put something into their library. So they have to cast the Memories Journey, then we Soul Guide Lantern them, then they lose. Weird. I don't think they have an out. Which is this is weird. Also, hi Cave Dan. They can Phantasmo it into the yard. Okay, well if they have that, then they have that. But then we respond to the Memories Journey and we mess. Like, I don't think they're gonna win from here though. So we do that. Then they pick up the Scrap Titan or Salvage Titan in response. But they're not going to be able to get their Vengevines because they can't cast it during the upkeep. Because it doesn't have flash. Yeah. I think this works out in our favor. Yeah. So we hit him with this now. I don't think they have a second one. Yeah. Okay. Weird. Alright. All because they didn't have the Nexus. Okay, so second Soul Guide, second Pithing Needle. I think I want the second Needle. How'd the Gyruda deck do? Oh, we went 3-2. We split our 2 matches against Greentron, but the first one felt like it wasn't really representative. Almost missed lethal again, I guess. And that was more the puzzle. Do I want Prismatic Ending? Or is Portable Hole enough here? Portable Hole is probably enough here, right? There's a lot of stuff we don't need in this game. Damping Sphere is reasonable-ish. Is it? No, probably not. Seems like we could trim on combo, but I just don't know. At 4, like, Flusterstorm, I guess? Protect myself from, like, whatever style of interaction they're going to have. Teferi doesn't seem awful. Because this game, they're probably going to have Thoughtseize and or Veil. And or Leyline of Sanctity. I guess Ending can... Yeah, Ending could remove a Leyline, which Portable Hole cannot. Oh, Wear Tear, though, is much better. Yeah, okay. That's the... I don't want to go too low on artifacts just because I feel like we need artifact count, and they also mess with most of their mana rocks. Aether Spellbomb seems fine. Chromatic Star seems fine. Better than a lot of this nonsense. Okay. Black Green Yawgmoth a strong deck? Hell yeah. That deck is very, very good. This is not good enough. This is better. Bottom land? Yeah? Alright. Psycho Keep, let's go. This right here, this is Major League Gaming. Yeah, Black Green Yawgmoth is an unbelievably strong deck. These are your favorite keeps? I mean, Memory's Journey is what they're drawing. That is not a good card for them to draw. That's not a great draw for me. Damping Sphere in the graveyard, though. Talisman on top. Okay. Man, it really doesn't like taking my F6s today. Okay. So we just played Damping Sphere here, I think. Yes it is, Jake. Yes it is. Something happened and the deck is back. The other one was the one that transforms into Belcher, and this is just the regular one. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to play all the zeros. I think Damning Sphere is the only real play here. I don't think it makes sense to try to Flusterstorm. Because this means they don't get to Vengevine me, which is a big deal. Oh, they just don't have it. Hot. Nice, love that. Talisman on top, all right. Okay. Well, is it better to Pithing Needle than draw a card? Because we needle either Undercity Informant or Salvage Titan. But they already can't... Oh no, they can Vengevine me next turn. So maybe I needle Salvage Titan. I think. Yeah, I think so. And maybe this prompts them to try to go for the Oracle win. But the Memory's Journey is in their hand. So they're choked on mana right now. Alright, Emry. You know what to do. Get him! Can still Bauble? I cannot. If I want to hold up Flusterstorm, which I do. That is, in fact, the good doctor, Dirty Ginger. Whoa! Ah! Crap. I could have... No, I couldn't play it. Double crap. But the Flusterstorm still might be enough. Nope. Wait. No, I still have this. Okay. I think the Flusterstorm still messes up their Oracle line. Because they can't have lethal off of the Vengevines. They can't get them. At least I don't think they can. So next upkeep, they're going to shuffle in, I believe is their plan. And one of the Creeping Chills is in their hand or sideboarded out. New Audric might be one of the worst cards you've seen in a while. Really? Yeah, Nature's Claim was not what I was expecting, but makes sense. I don't think they win from here. I think they deck from here. Not playing the Nexus of Fate, which I assume they're not. I mean, maybe it's in their hand, but both games in a row, probably not. Yeah, no, it's in there, Jake. I saw it. It's in there. So you just grab the Bauble here, and then we have double Flusterstorm. Yeah, it's in there. I made sure. It was in their game one. No, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? Who needs lands to win? Not me. The first Flusterstorm just kills them here, which is funny. Does it? No, they could have a blue in hand. There you are. Got him? Oh, that's a weird template. Thanks for the reset of Larynx Punchworthy. They let it get countered. They have the second one in hand? So they play more than one. That was unexpected. So maybe we let this one resolve and then play Teferi and bounce the Sphere? Yeah, they're shuffling in a blue source. Yikes. So they have to play it the third time now. And they put 2 cards in their deck, which are the blue source and the Oracle. So this is about to be really tough. 2 memories during the fact that one of them was in their hand was actually good for them. That's annoying. Okay. So I need to take them off of... as much mana as possible, I guess. The fact that we haven't gotten any mana up till this point is just made this way more difficult than it needs to be. So now we know which one they drew. So they drew the Oracle Seagates in their deck. I don't think this is good enough. Damning Sphere doesn't do anything. Baubles don't do anything. Greaves doesn't do anything. I don't have enough mana to bounce Sphere or Talisman. And even if I did, it wouldn't help. I think we died. Man, that's frustrating. Can I star into something? Nope. They got the second blue source, and there's just no way to beat this. I don't think there is. All right, game 3. Okay. Okay, we just needed a little bit more hate out. How's this deck been doing? We've been getting completely destroyed. It has seemed very, 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 very bad. That said, like, we played against, what was it, Greentron and... What was the... Oh, Titan. Titan turned 2'd us and then turned 3'd us. And we have, like, basically no ability to... I mean, we do have the ability to stop it, but, like, it was like, I'm not going to mulligan to a portable hole. And they just, like, second Amulet kill you. Well, so in game 1. And then in game 2, they went Grazer into Dryad into Titan. And I couldn't interact with any of it. With basically anything in my hand. So... Top card is Bauble. I do not want that card. I think I'd rather have red mana with this hand, but that's almost definitely a bad choice with what the rest of this deck is. Yeah. Damn, you're on top. I love that draw. Thank you. They didn't play a land? They mulled to 5? They didn't play a land. Alright, I mean... They must have Force of Vigor? Is that the only thing that makes... Or they just click through? Okay. Sphere of the Suns, sure. Huh. Hard cast or the Meek. You got it. Sick draw. So if they have Force of Vigor, they can blow me out when I put Urza on the stack. And then they're on 2 cards in hand. I still have Flusterstorm for the next turn, but I think I'm just supposed to play Emry, which means I could have made a construct. I didn't really think it all through. Could I have? One? No, I couldn't have. And still have the Flusterstorm. Obviously, I could play Urza into Emry here. But once I put Urza on the stack, I can't cast the Flusterstorm. So I think we play around instantly losing to Force of Vigor. And honestly, Emry is like pretty close to a game win with the Soul Guide Lantern for now. I mean, not a game win, but it's good. We have a Pithing Needle in the graveyard to play, so that seems good. Yeah, Oops All Spells is something, Vija. It's definitely something. It's not magic, but it's something. I'm kidding. If you love this kind of deck, that's... So if I play Pithing Needle... then go end step. They can Force a Vigor. I play Flusterstorm, it's for 3. Plus they have to spend an extra 1... Well, yeah. It's only for 3, though. I could play Wear Tear into it. Or I play Urza first now. And if they had the Force, they force... Yeah, okay. So I think... I can play Urza this turn without it being disastrous. Because if they kill my artifacts, then Emry just buys back the one I want. Okay. So... Oh, okay. They're off it. We finally got a match win. Brutal. Dick Garfield, as he likes to be called. But only on Mondays, which he hates. Yatta! Yeah, we got one. If we can scrape out a 2-3, I'll be happy. Olea! I mean, I'm keeping the hell out of this. Am I? It's not actually good. It's not bad, though. Garfield joke. Colon black, or, equals backslash. Hey, when I was a kid, our Garfield had a popular Sunday morning cartoon. Well, it wasn't popular. Okay. Hammer time? But how good is their opener? They have the whole thing? Yep. Well. This should be a good matchup, though, right? I don't think so. We got a pretty good game one hand here, too. So, they can draw a card. Okay. My favorite Garfield-related YouTube video. I can't wait to see what this is. Alright, I'll have to check that out later. You've seen Garfield without Garfield, right, Spider Space? Steel Shaper. So 2 hammers in hand. Hey, Kaya. So if they have Sigarda's Aid as their way to build out from here. So, okay, first things first. So I have no way to get Engineered Explosives into my rotation right now, but I can get Aether Spellbomb, which is probably the thing to grab right now. So we grab Spellbomb with this. Means I'm safe from the vast majority of plays that could happen. I can play land. Play the Mox. I think I pay the one. Yeah, pay the one, put in Mox. Then we put in a portable hole from the graveyard. Take the Sentinel. Yeah. So if they have Sigarda's Aid and a hammer, they could hit me with one hammer. Okay. Go ahead, opponent. Okay. So they got Pure Steel? No. They would have played it first. Okay. They put it on the Stoneforge, right? Put it on the Memnite. Put it on the Stoneforge. What is happening? Oh, right. Okay, so they're going to hit me with one hammer. Yeah, I guess so, Kaya, but like... Alright, maybe it's too big brain for me. Almost definitely too big brain for me. So I guess I should have just gotten Pithing Needle. But the thing is, if they had Sigarda's Aid, then this would have gone the other direction and I would have literally died. So... I mean, I set up the right way. They just had a pretty good draw. So this turn I can get Needle and Portable Hole. Well, we'll see where they put the hammers. Okay, that's a good draw. I suppose what I could do is sack the Portable Hole, replay the Portable Hole, take a Colossus Hammer, take a Colossus Hammer. I don't think that's the way to do this. I think I turned Mox Amber into a Needle. And then... play Portable Hole plus Aether Spellbomb. Yeah, I think so. So this becomes a Needle on the hammers. Play Portable Hole from hand. Eat the Stoneforge. I mean, they can Jiggy, but yeah. Certainly going to help. Sorry, I don't mean to be that guy. I'm just this is tight. He's the Mem Knight. I mean, I'm gonna take... Oh, that was supposed to go out the... Damn it. I was supposed to go after that. Yeah, I know what I was supposed to do. I did it wrong. I said what I was supposed to do. I did it wrong. So now they get to search out another hammer after they replay the Stoneforge. That's on me. I was meant to do that right, and I didn't. This will be relevant if they have a Sigarda's Aid. They're on Crusherbot's build. I think this is the second time we've played against Crusherbot's build today. So people are really all over it. They like it a lot. That's fine. Gets them a Shadowspear if they want it. Oh, or Cranial Plating. Yikes. Hammer. That doesn't make any sense. What? Alright. Well, we're dead. I can't, couldn't play around that. That's too much. It's too much, man. Can't do it. Brutal. Okay, so these things, this thing, none of this thing. Well, I guess I could keep one Soul Guide, but probably don't need it. I don't think I need that to compete with Scrap Trawler's no. Damping Sphere is probably not that good. Fateful Absence might be necessary. Creature or Planeswalker. Huh. Yeah, this deck looks alright. It's been a rough go so far, but go down to one sword here, probably. Maybe I want the path. Or like Chromatic Star. Deck's too sweet for its own good. I mean, we beat up, or we beat Oops All Spells, right? I think we could beat Hammer Time. It's just like, they just had a completely insane draw. Like, they just had the kind of perfects of everything. Alright, there's a keep. So turn to Emry Stoneforge. Seems pretty good. Opponent's on Mull 2/6. Yeah. They had the perfect opener last game. Hopefully they won't have it again. God damn it. How? Every time. I should have played the Mox on one because of this. Yeah, that's on me. Damn it. Oh well. I can't fix it now. It's not worth taking the tempo hit of not double spelling. I can't even do the thing that... I needed to play the... Tilt. That's just punt after punt. Oh, man. I drew the Saga and I was like, oh, there's no reason not to play the Saga here. And of course there was. Of course there was. God damn it. Sorry. I'm playing poorly for no reason now. I'm just kind of on tilt because they had the perfect hand throughout the whole game. And they had the immediately the perfect opener again. Yes, thank you, Jiggy. I thought it was fantastic. Yeah, it was the worst possible way because I even gave them a card draw that I should have been able to pay for. Thank you. It was impressively awful. This is what I'm telling people in that, like, never ever watch me expecting to see tight technical play. Like, last night Mord said, like, oh, you're fine, you're great. And I'm like, no, I'm really not. This is the perfect example of why I'm bad. I'm not saying I'm terrible at Magic, but I'm not great. Okay, well, that's some small solace. I completely agree with you, Jiggy, but it's like... It's what I do here. We're on the Disco Jam, actually. Savannah. The song queue's been open, just nobody has put anything in it. Is it worth killing their Saga right now? I think so. This is all exile. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Freak. Sunkyu's not playing. Think I can leave Saga? Probably. But I mean, what do I get to do off that? Play bridge, make a construct? Hit with Wear Tear later. I kind of want to play the Stoneforge this turn, but I guess there's no point, right? Okay, fair enough. Crab Drum. Springleaf Drum? I don't think we have one. Nope. Yeah, probably Star. Yeah, I agree with you, Jig. I don't want to leave the drum at home. Although so with this deck, I think the thing is it's not playing Esper Sentinel, and it's not playing any like random jank creatures. It's just like Emry, Oswald, and Stoneforge Mystic. And because of that, you really don't have any creatures that you have for tapping, other than constructs, I guess. So I now they're going to play Pure Steel. Oh my god. I cannot deal with the opponent's like perfect draws every single game here. Like I can't even shatter that right now. I can't deal with this. Our Emry got relicked, and then they did this. And I know I screwed up the sequencing on turn 2, and I should have had the Stoneforge. But still, like, Jesus. I'm taking the hit. I'm taking the hit. Like, we have the Wear Tear, and that's going to help, hopefully. See if I draw... It's not what I wanted. I cut the sphere, didn't I? Yeah, Star. I cut the Star. Because I thought to myself, we don't need to be grinding here. It's exactly what I said. Well, I just didn't think we had that few red sources, right? Like, I wasn't thinking about the lack of drum. We have a couple of Glimmervoids, but obviously that's not enough. I haven't drawn a fetch land to get the Scalding Tarn. This deck is just, like, not built in a way that's, like... That it doesn't fit in my brain. Yeah, I mean, especially this one. Like, it's so... There's so many small... synergies and stuff. It's like this deck in particular is like learning to play Jund Sagavan. Like the mana's really messed up because you're trying to fit Urza Saga into your 3-color deck. I think Spellbomb's the only thing we can get. Play Stoneforge. But they have a second hammer coming in, right? I needed the Pithing Needle there. God damn it. I'm just, this is just like punt after punt after punt now. But I needed the Aether Spellbomb and the Pithing Needle, so there's really not... We can block the hammered creature, though, right? So then we go bounce Pure Steel. We'll give them their card draw. I don't think this is actually going to work out, but... I don't think this is going to work out at all, but... Yeah, their draws were too punishing this match. I feel like if I had actually sequenced correctly, I could have been okay here. But I'm just not. Just stumbled too many times. No, this is going to be good beats on opponent. They played very, very tight, as they should. Hammer's a deck that rewards good sequencing very, very well. As is this one, but it's not giving it up. They get Needle. That's rough. Mm-hmm. So they have the Shadowspear? Second hammer. Oh, this means I have to double chump. Ooh, the Fran raid. Well, Fran, I hate to disappoint you.
You can run,
You got
but
more?
you can't glide.
All right, off it. Brutal. We have been getting absolutely handled trying to play this Oswald Fiddlebender Thopter Foundry list. I haven't put together Thopter Foundry combo a single time. The only matchup that we won was one where I didn't have to interact on the battlefield because they were just playing Oops All Spells. I'm also playing myself with the deck list. Like, the sequencing in this deck is really, really hard, and as I've said before, I'm not good at tight technical sequencing in decks like this. I feel like I never know what I'm supposed to be doing with this deck in terms of like how I'm curving out. I just like stumble every single game.
A shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the
Either
head
on colors
of
or on like the baubles or something. I need more simple, small brain versions of Saga decks like blue-black. Even Jeskai was too much for me on Urza. I feel like I was always punting that deck. So I need this Bauble for turn 2. Yeah, it's just like, it's insane how punishing the mistakes are. It's really aggravating. And then this stuff happens all the time too, right? All right. Well, if this is blue-white, sticking Emry on 2 is really good. Because they just don't have an efficient way to remove it. Still punting Jeskai Urza after 3 weeks of playing. I don't think there's any reason to hold the... Oh, unless they're on the Fire Ice build, which I bet they are. So, Emry's not safe if they're on the Fire Ice build. Nope. Okay. Time to begin the begin. Having 2 swords is actually kind of nice, though. In that they do play like the full grip of Prismatic Endings. So, Spellbomb on top. I don't think I really want that. At least not right now. Pure Urzalis Luris Thopter Sword version. Yeah, a long time ago, my Bluebird. It was awful. It was awful. Because the problem is you can't play Ensnaring Bridge. So it's really like you're caught between 2 worlds with trying to do that deck. That's what it seemed like my problem building that deck was. Like, you'd think that the Thopter Sword combo was going to be good enough, but it's just not so much of the time. Okay, this is exactly what I said might happen, and it's exactly what I wanted. So, good-ish, I suppose. Teferi 5 on top. Yikes. Well, I got a Needle for it. Of course, Needle is infinitely removable by them. I don't actually have an artifact land here. Play Scrap Trawler, and they probably Verdict me. But Scrap Trawler seems like the highest upside play right here. Scrap Trawler are like Greaves. I think I like Trawler, Bauble, Glimmervoid, Needle on Hero Dominaria. Needle Scalding Tarn? You won't. I won't. I literally know that they have a Hero of Dominaria in their hand right now. So I won't, no. They may be playing as few as 1 Scalding Tarns, Jig. So I don't think that's a great gamble. All right, see you, Badagaboosh.
Compadres, it is imperative that we crush the freedom fighters before the start of the rainy season. And remember, a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel
Oh, Paul.
Montoya.
Thanks for the refollow, sir. There's the Verdict I assumed was coming. So we do get an artifact back for it. Chromatic Star, sure. I can fire this off because I have the Needle. They're drawing a second Teferi. I mean, that's something. Urza's an okay draw. Yeah, alright. Urza, Greaves, Emry, equip. Mox Amber? No, everything's a Mox Amber. So Bauble, and then Star. Storm count 5. Not bad, TBH. Anyone think Urza might be a good Magic card? Hold on. Let's move the... No, I like it on the Emry, right? If they have an ending, they can't hit Urza, and I'd rather have Emry than the Construct. No, because I can move it, because if they spend 3 mana to ending Emry, they're leaving this giant-ass Construct in play. Yeah, I think this is better. Yeah, this deck list definitely has my brain percolating about these kind of builds. I kind of want to try one with less Thopter Sword in the main deck. That's fine. In before they play basic Forest. I mean, they could have a breeding pool, right? Some of these decks play a breeding pool. But I feel like most of the blue-white players are not that greedy. I would like to be, because 4 is a big deal. Like, I've beaten so many blue-white control decks by just resolving Jace the Mind Sculptor, and they're like, oh, yeah, I can never beat that card. It's like, yep, yeah, you cannot. Bounce Urza. Deal. They can't protect their Teferi from my Construct, right? Without targeting it? I don't think so. Let's find out first. Then we'll probably play the Scrap Trawler from the graveyard rather than play Urza into their open counter magic. Yeah, they have Counterspell here. I mean, maybe the answer then is like to just like cycle Bauble. But I think playing Scrap Trawler into their counter is fine. Like, I want them to use it. They're going to have to use it eventually. Nope, they just let it go. Weird. So I can get a bunch of value in response if they try to do anything. I could have played the Scrap Trawler peak combat. Have you ever tried Nurok Stealth Suit? I've never tried it, Pi. I think Lightning Greaves is basically the same thing but better. I know Stealth Suit has the snap-on mode, but I think Greaves is just better because the haste is so insane. Like the haste is like I can't overstate how broken in half the haste is. I kind of want to play ContraEgo's 80 card deck, but work in some of the elements of this one. So like 80 card Oswald. Because he's already playing 4 Stoneforges, so you only need to add like the 1 Greaves and 4 Oswald, and then all of a sudden you've got a really crazy. Haste was irrelevant. Yeah, totally. It was a very different metagame, I mean. Shark Typhoon for 1. Resolves. They have 2 Hero of Dominaria in their hand that are useless at the moment. So they are getting smashed. There's also a Shadowspear in my graveyard. Actually, I actually have a list that looks like that, Jiggy, sitting in my deck lists. That was a 5-0. It's this list, Dirty Ginger. That's the ContraEgo's 5-0 with Oswald. No, there really is a version like that, Jake. I'll show you. I mean, this is resolving. I don't know why I'm waiting. Do I want to draw a bunch of cards? Yeah, probably. Verdict on top. That is good to know about. So sack this. Pick up Bauble. Post-Wrath Emry. I love it. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Wait, do I have lethal here? I might. It's going to be close. I know their hand is 2 Hero of Dominarias. So if they have... I definitely have lethal. If they have Solitude, they blow me out and then they Wrath me. So the question is, am I willing to bank that the one unknown card is not a Solitude? No. They've gone 16 cards through their deck. It's way too likely. And they just Verdict off the top? Yeah, I'm not doing that. I found the lethal. Just so we're all clear. I found lethal. I did find the lethal that exists this turn. I'm not ignoring it, but I think it's better not to play into it because our recovery after the Verdict is so good here. I can play this. You still draw a lot and end up with Emry on tapping. But I think if they Verdict this turn, I just kill them next turn, Pi. Like, why would I... I know what's on top is the Verdict, and the other 2 cards in their hand are 2 Teferis and 1 unknown. And I can't imagine that's... They're just dead. They don't know the Verdict's on top, and it's one of the best possible draws in their deck, and it's still not good enough. I'm very confident this is the right way to play this. Which I'm not usually. But I'm pretty sure this is correct. They must Verdict here. They cannot Teferi. It's not good enough. I guess if they have the Solitude, then like Teferi with the Solitude might be enough. Right. Okay, so they had the Verdict. Maybe the last card is Counterspell, which beats the Urza. I guess that's no good for me. So before this dies, let's go Bauble. Archmage's Charm on top. Pick up Bauble. Okay. Oh yeah. Pick up Star. Yeah, okay. We have an Oswald too, which gets Nettlecyst. So I think I'm gonna start with Emry because Emry is a legend, which is gonna turn on my Mox Amber. They let it go. Okay. Equip. Tap the Mox. Grab a Mox. Play the Mox. When it just says Lightning Greaves seems kind of busted, not gonna lie. And now I can play Oswald into Nettlecyst or Urza. So I have to do this to here, this to there, Nettlecyst. So now I don't even have to expose the Urza. I do need one more artifact. There we go. Kill you. Yep. And I still had enough mana to play Urza post-combat. If they... Or I guess they would have had to Solitude in response to me equipping the Lightning Greaves. Alright, so we got Teferi. I don't know that I want Flusterstorm. I definitely want the second Needle. Well, I don't definitely want the second Needle, but I think I want the second Needle. Probably Fateful Absence. Absence? Emrakul? Why do I want Emrakul? Do you think we could cast it? Yeah, Greaves is super, super impressive with Oswald Fiddlebender. That is a fact. I mean, it's just... It's really quite staggeringly cool. Spike found something very cool again. Cut a hole or two? Yeah. Just looking for the silver bullets first. I think this is just another matchup where I don't want so many Thopter Foundries, though, and swords. I mean, I could cut a hole. Spin off Urza. I mean, I played a deck where that felt like that was like the entire point of it, and it's just never came up. It doesn't come up. It just doesn't come up. Yeah, that may be true. But I think part of the problem... Well, I mean, I agree with that spider space, but it's just really tricky. Like, Soul Guide Lantern more than Shadowspear. Really? I mean... I don't know. I feel like every time I cut Shadowspear, I end up regretting it. Yeah, we don't need this many portable holes. Not enough of a gamer. Cool versus Deluge. That's something I wasn't thinking of. Okay, I'm sold. Is this hand good enough? Almost definitely not. But I got a double redraw, so. It's a good draw. It's a very good top deck. I'm going to just fire this off now. Snow-covered island, okay. So I get to spend turn 2 hard casting Sword of the Meek with Urza Saga. Seems pretty good. The only downside is that they have like Wear Tear. Or Spreading Seas, actually. Rude. But legal. Good thing I have those portable holes, huh? Oswald in Taxes? It's a good card. I think Stoneforge into Nettlecyst is the play. I've seen a bunch of lists that were kind of like that pie. They had like 4 Aether Vials and Urza Sagas. And then they'll have like 1 other artifact. In a Luris. It was the Luris Mono-White Humans aggro deck. I like that deck a lot, actually. I think we played it to a 4-1. Okay. Rude. Oh well. They'll have instant speed Wrath here. Should have played the regular land, though, because I had Teferi to come down. Oh well. So if I pass here, it means they like have to instant speed Wrath to save their Teferi next turn, and that means then I get to play my Teferi. which is much better than their Teferi. Okay.
Make way for Willie!
Thanks for the follow there. Reaction
Sid, make way
172.
for Willie, you bloated gusbud!
Oh my god, I could have just attacked. What am I doing? Idiot. Why did I think I couldn't do that? Because I thought they were going to bounce my Stoneforge. They bounced my Saga. Man, I'm just like not playing the game that's in front of me today. Don't know why. Well, I know Ma Bluebird, like that was the plan, but like that plan it didn't anyway. It's not a problem. So if they have 2/2 Shark, they could try to block. I think they'll have Verdict. Nope, they just don't have anything. Fair enough. That's what we're going for, Tank Dunklin. There's a chance they counter this. Nope. So they're going to ending it. I can put the sword in at instant speed. Okay. Nettlecyst getting scurry. Gonna end step Verdict into Hero of Dominaria, maybe? This is ending for one. That's fine. That's fine. That's actually even good, right? Like, they used an ending on that. I mean, obviously, like, they wanted... Like, I wouldn't have minded the recipe being gone, but, like, it's better that they just show me that they get it back now rather than them getting it back at instant speed later on, or at a moment where I have a bunch of cards in the graveyard that I care about. I hope so, Roy. Nope. No, it's not. Chalice on top. Okay. They're going to shuffle it, though. Emry. Yikes. I just want as many bodies as possible right now. So, I have a Chalice. So I could play Mox Amber and Soul Guide Lantern here. But it makes my hand look really naked, and I'm sure I'm supposed to do it. Feels bad, though. I mean, this is going to make my constructs quite large, so that's at least an upside. Maybe they did not have the counter spell. It's possible. It's always possible. Yeah, I agree, Roy. It is nice that they... Like, the prismatic endings have been spent willy-nilly so far, and they're kind of low. Tap land into nothing. Okay. I imagine Solitude is coming. Do I like Spellbomb? Pithing Needle? Pithing Needle on Big Tef, they don't have that many answers left for it. Okay. Sure. Okay, I'm not attacking with anything else other than the Construct token. If they hardcast Solitude, I get to go post-combat Urza Saga into Teferi, which seems pretty good. Nothing, huh? Okay. Well, I'm not jamming the Teferi here. Are they just gonna have Vantress? Can't be. Oh my god. Every now and then the universe just smiles upon you. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. I like it.
Compadres, it is imperative that we crush the freedom fighters before the start of the rainy season.
Yep.
And remember, a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
Counterspell on top. Yikes. Thopter Foundry. That's a video game, right? I didn't know the reference either, for clarity. I lost a sword and the Thopter Foundry. Not that it matters, but... counters the Thopter Foundry. Okay. But if I Teferi, then I can't make the Saga or the Construct token. So pass. I guess. They're down to 2 cards. They have a counterspell on top. Are they going to shuffle? They're not. So they drew counterspell. So, and they played a land. So they have 1 card in hand that I don't know about. And they are considering casting whatever it is. Full horn section on Michael Jackson's Working Day and Night. You can hear the baritone. It's hot. Thump, 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 thump. So, Needle Vantress? I think. Sure. Drew a land. I don't hate this. Shock. So hopefully their last card isn't Solitude. I'm not attacking with Emry though. It is not. Okay. Opponent's at 2. And they can't banter us. Could have gone for lethal. How? All right, so we got that 2-3. 2-3 2-3G. Sorry, how? Oops. Crypt Sword on Emry. Yeah, but that gets blown out ridiculously against the Solitude, right? I feel like I used my mana in a better way. Did I not? I feel like I used my mana in a better way that game and that turn. Like, anything beats that. Anything. Right? And the things that beat just the construct attacking into next turn construct attacking, like, I don't know. Maybe you're right, though. I don't think we saw Solitude in, like, any of those games, though. So, we're getting there. We're really close. Today has not been a good day for it, Larynx, if you want the measurement. But we've got another 4 hours to go, probably. So, we've got plenty of time to pick up more people. So, yeah, this was, like, really awkward to play. After we played against 3 brutal linear decks, though, like, we got a lot more interesting games, and it was very tight technical stuff that if you play this deck a lot, you'll definitely kind of get through some of the issues I was having there. I will say it's, like, a lot harder to sequence than, like, the mono-white version of the Oswald deck, just because of the color requirements. But Oswald plus Emry was really, really gross. I think it's maybe one of those things where this is, like, just too much of a good thing. And the nice thing about Oswald is it doesn't play out of the graveyard. Emry requiring the graveyard. I mean, Emry is just such a huge ask. Question, how are the Oswald decks beating Rhinos? It depends on which ones. They're not all the same, I guess. This one probably goes Thopter Sword combo, right? But not, I mean, like, Urza's hard to resolve against them, so I don't know. I have no idea how Oswald's beating Rhinos. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just dodging it on the 5-0s. I have no idea. I am not an expert. This is literally the first time I've played the card. But it seems really good and really fun. So, it won't be the last time. Anyway, if you're in the future on the YouTube and you're watching this, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of the other videos I'm interested in, or you're interested in, and I'll see you there.